Welcome back, everyone. Another episode of Skate Hacks, talking about tray flips for nearly the 100th time. I feel like I could make probably 1,000 videos on tray flips and I would still get DMs of people thinking that the problems that they're having are unique, which they're usually not. It's usually the same problem in most cases. The problem that I'm going to talk about today, which is why is your tray flip going behind you? Kind of like, why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? Why is your tray flip going behind you? Because you're leaning far forward too much. You're going ahead of it too much. And when I say too much, you may think that you're not doing that, but in reality you are. It's the tiny differences that really make a big difference in the overall picture in how a trick actually works. So I've talked about this before on my other tray flip videos, but if you're leaning far forward too much, if you have too much weight on the front foot, you could get a perfect scoop flick and everything, and then you'll still land too heavy on the nose, or your board will feel like it's going behind you. And this small little difference, even if it's just a tiny bit of weight, will make a massive difference in how the tray flip actually works. So for most people who are sending me videos of them trying tray flips and not landing them, or landing too heavy on the nose, or getting too far ahead of it, it's usually because you're leaning far forward too much, and this is a super common problem. Another thing I wanted to mention, a good tray flip should always spin in place. It doesn't really go ahead of you, it doesn't go behind you. By nature, a good tray flip always scrapes against the ground, and it does its 360 rotation in place, and it's kind of your job to allow it to finish rotating, just catch it, and then land back on it. It doesn't go ahead of you. You shouldn't really be thinking that when you do a tray flip you need to jump ahead, or you need to make sure that you jump any which direction. It just should kind of stay in place, and you'll see that with anyone that knows how to tray flip very well. You'll see that it rotates in place. So you also don't want to get in the habit of jumping in any which direction, because a tray flip is pretty stationary, and that's what kind of allows me to be able to do it in place without moving in any direction too far. So that's really the essence of a tray flip here. And if your board is going behind you, it's because you're going ahead of it. Whether you're jumping forward too much, or whether you're leaning too far forward, or have too much weight on the front foot, ease up a little bit, lean back. Just sort of remember that the tray flip is supposed to stay in place, and just make sure that your weight is distributed properly and you're getting a nice scoop, and you won't have to worry about the board going behind you. So that was my tip. Again, this is definitely not the last tray flip video you will see. Just figured I'd put it out there since I get so many messages and comments about tray flips all the time. So see you guys next time. If you like my videos, be sure to check out my Patreon page, where I post exclusive content and provide skate coaching for my members.